Hello, welcome to section 7. The title of this section is Finalizing the App. In this section, we will remove the unused pages and routes. We will add some styling in the existing pages and we will add a report component in our application. At the very end, we will test our app. The title of this video is Creating a Report Component. In this video, we will remove the unnecessary routes from our application. We will change order page as home page, and we will also create a new report component in our application. Now let's jump into Visual Studio Code and start coding. So first, let's go to navmenu.component.html and let's remove or comment out this code section, which is the navigation route for home counter and fetch data. So let's remove it. And now what we have is the product and the order. Let's reverse this because when we will be seeing in the page, we want to see the order at the top and then the product. So just for better viewing purpose, let's just interchange the positions of these routes. And another thing we have to do is we have to change this home to order, as we want to go to order page when we click on the food pause title on the navigation bar. Okay, so now our navigation menu looks very nice. So now let's start creating the report component. So in the components folder, let's create a new folder and let's give a name report. The folder already exists, so I don't have to create it. I already created it before, but this is an empty folder. So now in the folder, let's create a new file and let's give the name report.component.ts and let's create an HTML file, new file, report.component.html. So now for the TypeScript code, I have already written it here in Notepad. Let me copy it and paste it here. Okay, very nice. Let me explain what I'm doing here in this report page. So this report page will basically fetch all the orders from the database and display the past orders. And so for that, we are importing the order service and the product service, though we are not going to use the product service, so we can remove it from here. Okay, so we are importing order service and then we are having a variable called orders, another variable called sum, and then we have injected the order service in the constructor. And we are using ng-on-init, and then we are calling the order service to get orders, and then we are assigning the orders to the orders variable. So this sum variable is also not needed, so let's remove this. So our report.component.ts file looks pretty good. Now let's copy the HTML and paste it in the HTML file. And here in the HTML, what we are doing is we are having a table similar like order and product page. Here what we are displaying is the date and the product plus the quantity and the total price. So this is all the past orders coming from the database. Here what we have done, an interesting thing is we have a table, and in the second column we have another table as well. So this internal table will be displaying product and quantity. So as our report component files are ready, but we haven't added in the app shared module. So let's quickly add it there. So here in the declarations, let's add report component. We will use the auto import to import the report component here, and then let's add in the route module as well. So the path should be report and the component should be report component. Very nice. Now let's also add a navigation menu for this. So here in the navigation page, we will copy this list and paste it and then modify it for the report page. So the link is report and the name should be report. Very nice. Now let's run our application and see how our report page is looking. So instead of the command line, we can also use this debug and start debugging or start without debugging to view our application. So let's use start without debugging for now. Our application has launched successfully in the browser. So here we can see that in our navigation menu, we have only 3 menus. And the other unnecessary menus are gone, so we have removed them successfully. Now we have this order, we have the product, and we have this report page. So if we go to this report page, we can see that we have a table which has all the past orders. So here we can see the date, we have a product quantity, and here we have another table. One column is showing product, another is showing quantity, and we have the total price. So here these were some dummy data we inserted at the beginning, so those were wrong dates now. But if we go at the bottom, we can see that we have 2018, 3/19. We can also format this code and we can only display the date and remove the time portion, but for now that's good enough. We can see the products, those were ordered, and we can see the total price. So very nice.